Hello, this is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing. Welcome. Glad to have all of you here. It is so good to be back. I have missed all of you. Thank you for your patience during my July travels. As most of you know, I was traveling most of the month in July, even into August, and it was amazing. I got to spend so much time with friends and family, met some amazing new people out in New York, and really had a wonderful month. But it is good to be back. It really is. The only thing is, I have returned home to a lot of things that I have been needing to work on and get accomplished for my retirement. And I'm getting closer to having those things done. I know, those of you that have been with me forever, you're like, this woman is always working on stuff for her retirement. But you wouldn't believe how much stuff has to get done. I mean, it's really like a full-time job. And I will actually be sharing some of those details in my book that I'm writing. So yes, I am writing a book. I'm in the process of it. I'm in chapter 2 now. So big huge thanks to all of you who have been with me this entire time, who have been patiently riding this wild ride with me, because I know that it has been a very long time. It's been a very lengthy, grueling process that we have all gotten to go through together. And I know I haven't shared a lot of details about it, but I am starting to share details. And you will be able to read about it in my book, because you all have been a huge part of my journey, and I am very thankful for you. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being there with me through it. Mwah! Continue to hang in there. We are almost done. Now, as soon as I finish up some of the things I'm working on, which should be this week, then I will open up my calendar for some personal readings and appointments. So stay tuned. Just a little bit more patience, and I'll be able to get some more of you in. July travels kept me from doing the August astrological readings, but the angels wanted me to come and bring you this reading today, so this should be very good and juicy. We'll see what they have to say, and they want you to know that I will begin your September astrological readings next week, so I guess I need to put that on my calendar. But and also, you know, those of you that watch, because there's some phenomenal readers online, just know that your readers that are putting those things out there, you know, send them a big thanks. Let them know that you appreciate them, because it is very time consuming. Like the astrological readings that I'll be doing for you next week, it's going to be a 2 to 3 day process of working on that full focused with all of my attention. So the readers that are doing these readings for you, they really put a lot of their energy and their time and their effort into it. So just give them a shout out to let them know that you do appreciate that and that the readings are helping. Because I know that's what keeps me going and gets me to sit down and take couple hours or days out of my life to do these, because I know that it's helping you. So I do appreciate that as well, hearing back from all of you about how the readings are assisting you with your journey. So we are going to cover some stuff Archangel Michael had for you. When I was getting ready and setting up the camera, Archangel Michael came in and he has a message for you. So I wrote it down and I am just going to read that to you. So, okay, make sure I got this in order. It's not that long, it's only 2 pages. Okay. The time has come for you to make your choice, your decision. What will the future hold? This is up to you and only you. Know this, for it is not us. It is you that is making key decisions at this time that will be the cornerstones guiding your life for the next 10 to 20 years. Make wise choices now. Are you displeased with where your life is? The relationship you feel stuck in? Oh, he's saying the hollow relationship you feel stuck in. You are not stuck in it. It is of your own choosing. So choose now to get out of it, so you are not stuck in the same hollow, empty relationship, or another one just like it 12 years from now. Feeling stuck in your job? You are not stuck. You must stop feeding yourself this falsity, for it is indeed false. You are not stuck. Get out. Choose differently. Take the action now. Because many of you have already made the choice, you've just not committed to that choice by taking the necessary action steps. Action is required now. Commitment to yourself, to your hopes and your dreams is required now. Need an extra bout of courage? Need an extra boost? Oh my goodness, my penmanship. He was chatting so quickly. Need an extra boost of courage? Ask and I shall help you. I cannot help if you do not ask. It truly is not that difficult. Ask for our help. We, your angels, are surrounding you, encouraging you, wanting to help you. We see the future, and it is indeed bright, but only if you make the choices and take action. Now, time is of the essence. We are in the midst of a powerful gateway that shall soon close. Do not lock in that which you do not desire. You desire more. You deserve more. And it is yours if you go for it. You must go for it. We cannot and will not do it for you. Take back your power and do it. We are already assembled, anxiously awaiting the celebratory cheers. Okay, so that is from Archangel Michael. Apologies for my terrible penmanship. Next time I'll read through it and make sure I can read it beforehand. Now, let's go ahead and get started. If you want to know what cards we are using, I will put those below. As always, do keep in mind, let me make sure this is recording. As always, do keep in mind that this is a general reading. It is for a large number of people. And when I pray and prepare, I do ask that all of you, bottom of the deck. Okay. When I pray and prepare, I do ask that all of you receive at least one message. Hopefully you will receive at least one message. And if not, just come back next time and you should have messages in that one. Okay. And don't worry, if you can't see the cards, I will adjust them before we get started. Bottom of this deck. Oh wow, all those. Okay. And these. Okay, bottom of the deck. Now, let me make sure that you can see these. Possibly. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's see here. So what we have is we have your current situation, the opportunity that is coming in for you, what is blocking and or challenging you, what is unknown to you that you should be aware of, and what the angels are recommending that you do. So what we have as your current situation, I don't know if you can see this. It is Five of Summer. Now in traditional tarot, this would be Five of Cups. And at the bottom it says, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. And if you look, she looks kind of skittish. She looks like she's about to take off. She's like, I'm going to get out of there. So you are on the brink of new beginnings, a fresh start. But that new beginning, fresh start, it requires an ending. Now, it doesn't necessarily for all of you mean an ending of a relationship, although for some of you it does in fact mean that. For others, it's an ending of beliefs, addictions, behaviors, patterns, thought patterns. They're saying emotions as well. Because for some of you, there is despair that has to be released. Anger, fear, regret, sorrow. So for some of you, they're saying that you are, because you see she's angled toward the past. She's given the future the side-eye look. Like, I want to go in that direction, but I'm not really sure. I don't know. So for some of you, this is a love coming back from the past. And this person hurt you. They hurt you deeply. But the thing is, you can't move forward with them until you release the past. You let the pain go. You let the sorrow go. You let the hurt go. For some of you, it's letting the struggles go. Letting the heartache go. Now, for some of you, it's releasing the fear. Because until those things are released, you cannot move forward into the new beginnings. That's what has you stuck. You want the new beginnings. You're ready for the new beginnings, but you're stuck. You can't get there. And many of you are questioning why. Why am I stuck in this? Why am I not getting there? What in the heck is going on? And a number of you, you're also just wanting information. Now, what I was pulling from the bottoms of the deck, we have this. Okay, they don't want me to show you all these. We will show you the rest of them, though, toward the end. They're holding that off until the end. But this is like your overall energy. And this is the Queen of Swords. You see how she has her back totally turned? But your back is turned. Because you want the truth. You want to know what's going on. You want information. You want the knowledge. You want the message. But that message and information won't be coming in until you are able to release the past. Now, the other deck on the bottom, we have this Two of Winter. And at the bottom it says, indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others, feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. And you see there, he's stuck between these two instruments. But he really wants that one. It's all sparkly, it's all magical. That's the one he wants. But the problem is, he has not had the strength. You see, you've got the Strength card in reverse. He hasn't had the strength to end things. So, for some of you, I said that there is a relationship you need to end. He has a relationship he needs to end. He's got to let this one that he was making music with fall away so that the new one that he's going to be playing magical music with can come in. And for all of you, it's about bringing your emotions into balance, because you've got this card, 14, balance. At the bottom it says, take everyone's input into consideration, manage viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. Although Archangel Michael says, no, time is in fact of significance and importance right now. He said there's been too much time spent thinking and pondering. But your emotions are out of balance. And for some of you, the reason that you have not let a relationship go is because you feel obligated. You feel bad. But they're encouraging you to shift your perspective on how you look at that. Because if you're feeling bad, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to hurt this person. Well, imagine how much worse it will be if you wait another 6 months to 12 months. And then you let them know. Then they're going to be like, why didn't you tell me 12 months ago? Why did you continue to string me along? Because that will hurt even more. Kind of like when taking off a Band-Aid. It's better to just rip it off, feel the pain real quick, then slowly drag it out. Some of you, this ending relationship, you've been slowly, they're showing me someone painfully slow pulling off a Band-Aid. They're encouraged just to rip it off. The time has come. And the other thing, they're saying that because we are in this gateway, and I'm not going to go into too much about that, but it is closing. If in fact you don't rip that Band-Aid off, you could find yourself in that same relationship or another loveless relationship 10, 20 years from now. And no one wants that. You want this. You want something magical. Now, the opportunity that is coming in for you, I was looking at this other deck. At the bottom, it was saying the same thing. You've got balance. Because when things come into balance, when things are righted, you can offer love. You can offer gifts. things come in on both sides. They're saying work and love. Now, as far as the opportunity that is coming in for you, you have this Ten of Winter. And I'm going to hold it upright, although it is reversed, so that you can see the graphics. And at the bottom it says the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders at the end of an addiction or codependency. Now this is reversed. And again, this is the opportunity that is coming in for you. So you have hope, renewal, things turning around in your life. For those of you with a relationship to end, this is saying that it is okay to move on. It's okay to leave a toxic relationship behind and start anew. But for all of you, things have been extremely difficult, and they are about to turn around. Now, in traditional tarot, this card has this person, they're face down on the ground, and they have these 10 swords in their back. So if we had that traditional tarot card and we were to have it in this spot and have it reversed, it would show all those swords falling out of the back. So you have felt betrayed, you have felt stabbed in the back, you just feel that things are deader than a doornail. Things are totally over. There is no way that things could turn around. Many of you, you're feeling trapped, defeated. They're saying you feel like a failure. But they're encouraging you to trust. Because, in fact, if this card were upright, you know, that would be indicative of, oh my gosh, I have been defeated, I've been stabbed in the back, but it's reversed, so the swords are coming out. So you are not, in fact, defeated. And things are turning around for you. You just don't see that yet. Okay, let's get some clarification. I'm going to move these for a moment. Okay. So you have main female, pathway, and false person. So for some of you, the opportunity that's coming in for you is not going in a new path, a new direction. Why? You're the main female, they're saying. Who's the false person? Okay, that's starting to make some sense. Okay. Great, it's zoomed in, you can see. So just asking who the false person is. Because, and you see in this card, you've got this main female. She's on her own. She's holding the rose, indicative of love. You're wanting love. The opportunity that's coming in for you is an opportunity in love. Things opening up, things transforming, things changing for the better. But it's not going on a new path, because you see this is one path. Things aren't improving because you're jumping on a second one. It's because you're continuing to stay the course. But the person who was putting swords in your back that was causing these issues is this false person. And this false person, you see this card, there's this couple. There's this woman in red. She's got this fan in front of her. And then there's this man. He's all dressed to match her in the back. But you've got this card, distant horizons, the mature woman, adjudication. So this is another woman. The false person is this mature woman. So she is someone that is older than you. So they're saying for most of you, it is a woman who is older than you. Now, did you guys just hear that? My electricity just went out. And it's so weird because the angels had told me days ago that we were going to be having some pretty powerful energy waves coming in. Some solar flares, CMPs. But anyhow, the electricity's been flicking off and on all day. And now it's back on. But thankfully, my cell phone is not hooked up to any of it. So we are in business. And I'm just making sure it didn't affect my cell phone. Nope. Okay. So hopefully if you guys are having electrical issues, just ride it out, ride that wave. It'll be better by tomorrow. Now, she's the false person. She has not been honest. Now, she is from a distance. So she does not live in the same location with him. So with this love that's coming in with, for some of you, it's him. But he's the one that put the swords in your back because he chose this other woman. Which is why you have the heartache and the pain and the sorrow to release. So he chose her. He went in her direction. He pulled up his anchor. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm going to go set up house with her. But he didn't set up house with her because for most of them, they're saying they are at a distance. They don't live together. But he's right now trying to make a decision about ending things with her. And this has been an ending a long time coming. Because they're saying that there are things that she has hidden, that she has not shared, she has not said to him. And because he was so hopeful that it would work out, there were things that he was just blind to. You see, he's got this mask on that he just wasn't wanting to see. He wasn't wanting to acknowledge those things. But now it has gotten so toxic and bad, he now finally sees those things. Now there are a lot of heated words and arguments. But he's ending it. He's making the choice. Okay, so for a number of you that are twin flames who are watching this, Divine Feminine, they're letting you know that have hope and faith. And things are going to turn around and change. He is making the decision to end things with her. And for those of you that are Divine Masculine twins that are listening, here's another sign for you. It's time to end it. You're this guy. You know, they were talking about he can't make a choice. He can't decide between two people. He wants to leave, but he's not because he keeps feeling guilted, burdened, like he has to stay in this. That's you. You don't have to stay in it. But just as Archangel Michael was saying, no one's going to have that conversation and officially make that choice and end it except for you. Now let's get some more information on the main female. Okay, so you got privileged lady, which again is indicative of a younger woman. So you could be younger than him. You're younger than her. Then we've got occupation and high honor. Now, oh, the other thing that they're saying is he had high hopes and dreams that things were going to work out with this older woman. Now, for some, she or he, there were some addictions, drinking involved. Maybe they like to go party together. Maybe there could have been sexual addictions. But he's in the process of making a decision and ending things, going separate ways. Now, the main female, this is you. You have privileged lady, occupation, and high honor. So things are looking up in all areas of your life. Things are going very well. This is like moving your way up in society, moving your way up in the chain. Things are going extremely well for you, particularly in your career. You've been focused on your career. You've been working hard. For a number of you, you have started your own businesses, stepped out into entrepreneurship, and you're just working hard. You are focused on that. You haven't been focused on love. You're like, me, love. I've got things to do over here. But you're doing big things, huge things. Many of you are making differences in lives of hundreds and thousands of people. Now, again, this is opportunity that is coming in for you. So for some of you, you are about to be recognized at work. So it could be an award, could be a bonus, could be a promotion, but you're about to receive some accolades, they're saying, at work because of your dedication, because you have been so focused and diligent with what you've been doing. But your life's going well. You are happy-go-lucky. Everything is looking up in your life. Everything is a dream. Everything is going on swimmingly well, very well. Now, you're about to receive some communications from him. Which is what you would like. Okay. So we have the moon, the lady, and the birds. Yeah, so you have some communications that will be coming in, because again, this card is what's the opportunity coming in for you. So the opportunity coming in for you is you have communications that you're going to be receiving this month. And it's communications about love, because this is also about declaration of love, the High Honor card, and of course the 12 is couples love. But it's the initial communications will be sent, well, in your case, received via email. It could be via text message, and they're encouraging you to respond to that. Because say he's wanting to communicate and say, hey, and he's just wanting to test the water, see if you're single, making sure you're not going to be angry. So he may just send you a text to say, hey, I was thinking about you, just want to see how you're doing. Would you like to meet for coffee? It would behoove you to be kind and send a response. Life is good. Sure. Let's meet for coffee. Because he's not going to come right out with any declarations of love or feelings or emotions or sharing deep information and things that have been happening in this breakup. He's not going to share that in a text and email. Because we're not 16-year-olds, and we don't do that. We actually communicate. So that will be something that he's going to communicate in person. So don't, they're saying for some of you, don't have expectations that you're going to get this big declaration of love in an email or a text message. Be open and receptive so that when you do meet with each other in person, you'll be receiving that. And I say we're not 16-year-olds because I have a baby sister who's 18. She will send everything in a text message. I'm like, do you ever pick up the phone? Like, just pick up the phone. Talk to people, because so much can be misconstrued. And she keeps having issues all the time with people of things being misunderstood because all she does is send text messages all the time. I'm like, well, no wonder. You have no clue. There's no influx of voice. You don't know if somebody's joking, if they're serious. Just pick up the phone sometimes and have a conversation, for the love of God. But they want you to know the first thing that's going to come from it is going to be a text or an email. So just be cordial and send your response. Now, this is also saying that there was a misunderstanding. So the opportunity that's going to be coming in is going to be clearing the air. Also, the sharing of emotions. And for most of you, that will be coming in this month. Now, do keep in mind, although this reading time frame, it is for the next month. If this happens to show up in your feed and you listen to it in December, then whenever you listen to it, these messages would be applicable for you for the following month after you listen to it, okay? So you will hear this message when you are meant to. And when you do, you are within a month of getting some initial communications. And again, for some of you, you're actually going to be getting some recognition from work. Now, you do, in fact, have a message coming in, bottom of the deck. Let's see what's on this one. That's funny. Yes, he's about to pull that anchor up from the woman he's hitched himself to, hitched his wagon to her. He's no longer going to be stuck deciding between 2 or 3 women. He's finally going to make his choice, get rid of the extra woman, and head toward where he's destined and fated to be. So that's the message you're going to be getting, is that it's over. You're going to be finding out it's over this month. Now, what's blocking or challenging you? You have this 8 of Swords card. And if you can see here, she's bound, but she's loosely bound. I mean, she can break free. If you look at the front of this card, you see how she's like, it appears that it's tight and she's blindfolded. Like, if you look at the front, she would think, oh, I cannot get out of this. This is too tight. There's no way I'm going to escape this. But it's surprising that those ropes are even still on there. I mean, look at those little skinny arms, those little wrists. How is that rope not shimmied down and off her arms yet? Why is she not free yet? You are not breaking free. What's blocking or challenging you is not freeing yourself, not removing the blindfold, seeing things clearly, seeing what is before you, which is in fact freedom. You have this big bald eagle, and bald eagles are indicative of freedom, flying free. So for those of you that have to end a relationship, you are blocked because you're not ending things with the person that you're not meant to be with. Your freedom is right there. All she needs to do is just wiggle her arms and those ropes will fall right off. And then, bam, she's got this sword within grasp. So she could even use that to help lift herself up off the ground. But you're on the ground. You're choosing to be on the ground. You're choosing to be on your knees. For some of you are saying like you have chosen to keep begging, to keep working on this relationship, this toxic relationship, out of you felt guilted, controlled, manipulated, felt responsible. But the only person you're responsible for is for yourself. But this is of your choosing. Now, for some of you, you are about to make a discovery. You're about to receive some information. So, Divine Feminine, you are about to discover that he is single. He is free. He's not in a relationship any longer. But in order for you to be able to move forward, you're trapped. See over here, it's all sunny. You're trapped and stuck because you're holding on to emotions and things from the past. That pain, that sorrow, that anger, that regret. So you have to heal that. You have to release the past in order to move forward. And they keep saying you have to release the pain. You have to let go of the pain of the past. Because for some of you, you're like this, like, okay, so he's going to send you a message. Hey, let's meet for coffee. You're going to meet for coffee. He's going to be like, hey, guess what? I'm single. Would you like to go out to dinner in a couple weeks? And you're going to be like, I don't know about all that. Because last time we did this, we went through this a couple times. Because if you're twin flames, that's how it goes. You see each other, they disappear, then they come back and they disappear, and they come back and they disappear. Then you finally get that, what the hell? I don't want this anymore. But you still love him. You were dropped to your knees with heartache and the sorrow and the loss of him. You've not been able to move on. Because with twin flames, there's this deep love. But you've just been stuck. But the thing is, those emotions haven't been released. So when he comes back, you're going to be like, well, I don't know. You're still hesitant, like, yeah, I would like to, but whew, you stabbed 10 swords in my back. That hurt really bad. That's the deepest I've been hurt in my life. And I don't think I can go through that again. That will kill me to have to go through that again. Oh, hell. Oh, no. But you want to. But you have to let go of the pain in the past, and you have to know that just as you have changed and are a new person, he is changed and is a new person too. So for those of you that are twin flames, and do keep in mind, there are very few twin flames. It's like a 0.00004%. But those of you that are twin flames, you are intended to be together. He will be coming back. When he comes back, he is a changed person. So when he does come back, and say that things are done with her. Trust him. Let him in. Forgive the past. You're blocked and challenged because you can't release the past. You're still holding on to it. So they're encouraging you to do forgiveness letters. If you have not done forgiveness letters, you can go back at my previous videos. They explain how to do forgiveness letters. We're not going to kill a bunch of time with that. And if you have done forgiveness letters before for him, write another one. Because you'll be surprised. It may only be like a paragraph, but you'll be surprised something comes up like, I still can't believe you still haven't called me. What is wrong? I know that you're miserable. I hear you, because twins have telepathic communications. I hear you. I know you're unhappy. I know you're miserable. Why are you staying? What is wrong with you? What is wrong? Why are you doing this? Just write it down. Whatever you're feeling and thinking, write it down. Read it, rip it, burn it, dump the ashes. Because you are holding on to anger, resentment, even just... Some of you have almost gone to the opposite end of like, nope, done, moving on. well, there's either love or hate, but if we're actually indifferent, then we have no feelings. But some of you are at the point of, no, can't let him back in to hurt me. I want him, but I don't know. You just need to let it go. Whatever it is, just let it all go so your emotions can come back into a balanced state, so you can have a clean slate. Why are they saying, oh, okay, the balance in the other cards, some of you may be dealing with the Saggy. But you need to have a clean slate. And the only way you're going to have a clean slate is to let the things go, because you will be blocked from having this and getting those communications until those emotions are gone. Because with twins, be it twin flame or twin soul, you pick up on each other's emotions. You don't have to physically communicate those. You don't have to telepathically communicate those, but you know those things. So if you're still holding on to anger, heartache, sorrow, or even fear that he's going to do the same thing again, he's not going to come in. He's just not. That's what's blocking it. So just let it go. And also let go of your expectations too, they're saying. Apparently we're going to cover that here in a little bit. In Divine Masculine that are listening, yours is easy. You just have to release the toxic relationship. Let yourself break free of that. Now, what is unknown to you that you should be aware of? We have the Knight of Pentacles. And it's interesting because when it comes to these cards, it's, your inner self or your outer self. And this is the inner self. So you can see it's nighttime, evening has fallen. But he's still immobilized. He's still not moving forward. His horse is not budging. He's tired. He feels defeated. There goes my lamp again. He's hiding the feeling, because again, this is his inner self. He's hiding the feeling that he feels like a failure. He feels as though he has missed out on a great opportunity. He also feels like he's missed out on an opportunity to turn his life around, turn things around in his life. So you don't know that he's now looking back and thinking, oh my gosh, I don't have a shot with her. I screwed things up real bad. It was real bad. I've made her this scared and jittery, twitchy woman. I don't think she's going to let me back in. So he's not doing anything. He's not doing a thing. But you need to know that. Because if you can release those emotions that you have that he is picking up on, they don't have to be communicated. He is picking up on them. But when his soul feels that, oh, why, I don't know why, but suddenly I want to give her a call. I want to send her an email. It's because he's no longer feeling that energetic block, which is what he's feeling right now. And he is doubting, questioning things. He's trying to muster up the courage. Archangel Michael, he says he's trying to punt kick him in your direction. He says that they've been working in overdrive trying to make this happen, and trying to get him to budge has been extremely difficult. And they have called the whole team down, kind of like dragging a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. They've been trying to force him to drink, trying to drag him, and it's been a bit of a process. But he's not a failure. He's not those things. They just removed what was not good for him. He's just not fully seen that yet. And he hasn't. Things are not dead and over, because again, this is the opportunity coming for you. And again, traditional tarot, this would be somebody with 10 swords in their back. It's deader than a doornail. It is over. The opportunity coming in for him, it's not over. There is still great love there. He has the opportunity to turn his life around. And they're saying, for those of you Divine Masculine are listening, it is not over. But you have to take action. You have to let go of the one that you aren't intended to be with. And you have to take those heels, dig them into your pony, and gallop in her direction. Because it's time. Now, the other thing is he has put the things in the past. So the person that he tried to create a relationship with, you see this? I don't know if you can see the hay. Or the wheat. Is it wheat? Yeah, it's wheat. So he's tucked a bit of the wheat behind him. He thought that he was going to have a harvest with this person, and it wasn't fruitful. Nothing was coming to fruition, but he's put it behind him. It's behind him. Now he's wanting to move in the direction of the future. He's just afraid, and he's not doing anything. However, you've got this Six of Swords card. So you're unsure of your future. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how things are going to turn out. But what you do know is you are not going back. You are not looking back. You have your cup. You're ready to offer your love. And you're not going back to where you were. They're saying that what you need to know, what is unknown to you, is he is not going back to her. So for those of you that are twins, where there has been this rebound back and forth, where he has been back and forth with her for years, it's finally over. That was, in fact, a karmic cycle. It has finally been healed, ended, acts completely, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. He is not going back to her. So for some of you, that fear that you have to release, the fear that makes you hesitant to move forward is, well, what if he goes back there? What if this game, it's not going to happen. It is done. It is concluded. It is finished. And he is coming out of the cave, the dark cave, with his cup of love, ready to offer that. He doesn't know how things are going to work out with you, which is, in fact, why he's fearful and not taking any action steps. But he's got a whole divine team trying to push him in your direction. And he will eventually be communicating. And for most of you this month, it does, of course, hinge off of you releasing any last emotions that you're holding on to. But he is coming in your direction. It seems dark. It seems bleak. But it is going to happen. And for those of you that are divine masculine that are listening, they want you to know that, yes, the new direction you're going in, you are going out with your cup of love to offer. Because you've left the hollow, cavernous, empty relationship, and you want to offer your cup of love to someone who, in fact, loves you back and feels the same, with someone who is, in fact, a partner, where there is requited love. And there is a balanced give and take. You're saying for many of you, you were taken for granted. You kept having to give more than you were ever receiving. But it will be balanced. It is, in fact, the partnership that you have been dreaming of, that you have been desiring, that you have wanted. They're encouraging you just to keep moving forward. Because you won't get that firm comfort. Because for some of you, they're saying it's almost like you want her to magically reach out to you and send you a message. Baby, contact me. It's going to be great. But that is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It does require you taking that first step. You reaching out. And they want you to know, even though you can't see it yet, it is going to turn out beautifully. You will have a huge victory. Okay, they're going to let me show you the rest of the cards now. Yay! Okay, cool. Let's move these. So when I pulled the one bottom of the deck, they told me to grab the 4 cards on the bottom of the deck. So we had, remember, the first card on the bottom of the deck, which is, this is the Queen of Swords. She wants the truth. She is holding on to a grudge. Hurt feelings, heartache, anger, frustration. She wants amends to be made. She wants the truth. She wants an apology. She wants to know what in the world is going on. What happened? I'm going to stand here with the sword ready to protect myself until I get the truth. I will have my back turned until I find out what's going on. I receive an apology. But in he comes with the truth. Next card on the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. So he finally digs into his horse with those heels. He finally takes some steps forward. He's like, you know what? I get that I don't know exactly how this is going to turn out, but by golly, I am going to reach out to her. I am going to have this. Okay, Archangel Michael, I need you to come in and help me have this courage because, whew, I don't know. But I'm going to muster, with Archangel Michael's help, I'm going to muster up some conversation, some courage. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have this conversation. I am going to share the truth. What happened, where things stand right now, how I feel. And for some, initially, he's not going to be coming straight out with, oh my gosh, I'm so in love with you. Now, some of you, he may be sharing that he loves you, which has brought him back in your direction. But for all of you, he'll be declaring, I would like to give this another try. I care for you. I want to see where this goes. And he's going to share the truth of everything else that transpired up to this point. And then you guys get the 10 of Cups. all it's taking is conversation. Now, Divine Masculine are listening. It's you having to have the conversation. They're encouraging you to have the conversation. And then the last card was just about finances, because finances. A number of you, you've had financial issues. Your finances are also going to turn around. But the interesting thing is you get the two things. You get this amazing love, this love that everybody wants, that they dream of. And you also get a huge boost in finances. Your financial woes and issues and things are all totally turned around when you have the conversation. That's what it's hinging on. Now, the other things that the angels are recommending that you do. You have bravado, warrior guides, risk, joy guides. You have this 9 of autumn in reverse and the dreamer in reverse. Now, Divine Masculine, some of you were feeling controlled by the person you've been in a relationship with or the person that you just ended the relationship with. You felt, it's like they tried to hold their authority over you. They tried to control you. They tried to manipulate you. So some of you are now fearful about jumping into another relationship of, okay, well, what if she pulls the same stunt that the last one or the last 2 or 3 did? She's not going to. So they're encouraging you to release the resistance that you have, because you're resisting the relationship because you're fearful it's going to be just what the others were, and it's not. So they're encouraging you to just release the resistance. Not everyone is out to get you. Not everyone is out to control you. Not everyone is out to hurt you. This is a divine, destined, fated love. It is not going to be like the others that you've had. And you already intuitively know that, which is why anytime you've been in other relationships, your thoughts, your mind, your emotions have always gone back to her. Not the false one. You know the false one is. That's the one you're getting rid of. That's that older one who's at the distance from you. And that's you're ending it with. But the one you're fated to be with, her. She's not like any other loves you've had. So encouraging you just to let your resistance go. Stop fighting it. Divine Feminine, they're encouraging you to release your fears, your worries. Because like you're putting up a good fight, you too are resisting it. It's like you're mirroring each other. You're resisting it, although in a different way. It's like you want it, but you're not going the direction because of just still holding on to those feelings. So again, release those feelings. Release those emotions so that you're ready, so that you're no longer keeping yourself stuck. And you're encouraging both sides to not listen to what people are telling you. You see, he's got this sword drawn. And he's like, I will cut you. And he's got all these people behind him cheering. Woo! Okay. but they're cheering him to do the wrong thing. Like, no one's doing battle with him. And even God's pointing a finger down like, what are you doing? Stop. You're messing it up. What are you doing? Stop it. Put the sword down. He just keeps listening to these people. Hey, I'm going to fight to the death. What is wrong with you? Stop fighting. You're causing your own problems. Why are you doing this to yourself? For the love of God, put the sword down. Stop. Divine Masculine. Some of you, this person that you have or are ending things with, you have kept them in your life because family encouraged you. You felt that you owed it to family. I felt obligated to do it. Well, that wasn't right. God's trying to say, no, you're wrong thing, wrong choice. No. For some of you, you have not gone in your Divine Feminine's direction because of things that family and friends have said to you in the past. So those of you that are twin flames, your Divine Feminine, she's going to be really spiritually awakened, and you are now too. But initially, when the two of you were having communications and she was spiritually awakened and you were not yet to that point with her, to your friends, it may have seemed kind of odd. But now you're like, well, now I'm thinking they're kind of odd that they're not awakened this much yet. But don't listen to them. Divine Feminine, so he's going to be coming back in your direction. You're going to be releasing those emotions. You're going to be ready to go. But then you're going to have these family and friends that are like, no, why would you meet with him? Don't you remember what he did? Do you remember how he goes? Do you remember how that went down? Do you remember me holding you while you cried and sobbed? You don't want to let him do that to you again. Are you insane? But don't listen, because again, God's pointing down. No, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Listen to us. You're being divinely guided. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. This This would be 9 of coins in traditional tarot. I'll hold it upright so you can see the graphics. Now, I'll read you the bottom, but it has nothing to do with what's on the bottom. It says, reward yourself for all of your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, and cherishing your time alone. It's reversed. So, they are encouraging you to get out of your house, to have some fun, to stop hibernating. It is time to stop hibernating, because even those of you that are ending a relationship, you still haven't been seeing that person that you're in a relationship with. So for some of you, it's been months since you've seen that person because you dread. You don't want to see them. Get out of your house. Have a conversation. Have the conversation to end it. Have a conversation with new things. And for all of you, just get out of your house. Start doing social things. Start doing fun things. Start allowing yourself to come back to life again. Oh, and others of you, some of you have been dealing with health problems. You're going to notice between now and a month from now, which will be around September 11th, you're going to start to notice an improvement in your health. Your health is going to be improving. Now, you got this card Risk, and at the bottom says Joy Guides. And I'm going to flip this over real quick because these two are tied together. You've got the Dreamer. At the bottom it says, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. Now this is a major arcana, which means this is something that is destined, fated. We don't really have control over it. It is going to happen, like it or not. It is in reverse. Now, you see how you've got this one person in there grabbing the hands of the other, and you've got these 2 little cherub angels sprinkling little stars on them. Something magical. So for most of you, this is about a love coming back. They're encouraging you to take that risk. Embrace them. Let them back in. Hold on to them. Because they're letting go of what they were holding on to for their security. And he's leaping in your direction, so grab a hold. Grab a hold of him. For those of you that are Divine Masculine are listening to this, let go and grab a hold of the one that you want. You keep thinking about her. It's time to go for her. Take that risk with each other, because this card also talks about bliss. A new sensual, blissful chapter, a new sensual, blissful, sexual beginning in your life. It also talks about enjoying it. Let yourself enjoy it. So I encourage you, grab a hold of each other. This is destined. This is fated. Allow it to happen. Embrace it. Go for it. Because right now it seems like a big risk to you. And understandably so. Divine Feminine, you're terrified you're going to be hurt again. Divine Masculine, you're afraid you're going to have a door slammed. She's not going to be accepting of you, but that's not what's going to happen. Do you see this? What the two of you are fearing is not what's going to happen. So just, they're saying take the leap of faith and go for it. And this Dreamer card, upright, obviously, it's about, taking a leap of faith, but, upright, it would be about going down a new path. You are not being encouraged to go down a new path. You are being encouraged to go back to your divine love. But more importantly, what they're saying is you need to release your fears now. You can't have this fresh new start until your fears on both sides are gone. And when somebody just honked their horn outside, so clearly there's your confirmation. Both sides must release their fears so he can giddy up and she can grab a hold when he comes in. Release your fears on both sides. They're also encouraging Divine Feminine to release your expectations as to where this is going, as well as Divine Masculine. Because Divine Feminine, you're going to kind of be like, he just asked me to go out for coffee, or he just asked me to meet for lunch. What are his intentions? What does he want? Is he going to ghost me? What's he want to do? I need a declaration of love. I need a ring. I need to know that he is all in it to win it, or I'm out. Just let things go at their own pace. Because for some of you, it is going to go slow initially, because you figure he's just coming out of a relationship. So it's not going to be, bam, that door's closed, bam, the next day he's like moving in with you. It is going to take a little bit of time. Now they're saying it's not going to take years, but for some of you, it is going to take 2 months until things are where you want them to be, between this month and when they're where you would like them to be. It's not going to be overnight, and that's okay. But don't have any expectations. Just go with it. See where things go. Enjoy it. Just enjoy it. Have fun. Divine Masculine. You're coming out. You've got your cup of love. They're not going to show you exactly how this is going to play because, again, God likes to surprise us. Give us surprises. So, you know, like when God comes in, it'd be like, okay, I want that ratty, tatty, old beat-up teddy bear you've been carrying around for far too long. It's got half the stuffing falling out. It's missing an eyeball. The other eyeball's all jacked up. Half of it's broken off. It's got an ear tattered. It's missing a leg. That is the rattiest, tattiest, beat-up bear I have ever seen. Could you just please give it to me? Now, God's not going to tell you what you're going to get instead. But God's just give me the freaking teddy bear. Let it go. In your case, let her go. The one that you keep holding on to, for the love of God, let her go. Because God has something better. But God's not going to tell you that. And then as soon as you hand over, fine, okay, this is a beat up, dingiest bear. It doesn't make me happy. I've actually been kind of embarrassed. I've been embarrassed. Why have I been holding on to this bear? I just don't even like to tell people. I don't even like to snuggle with this teddy bear anymore. Oh, it doesn't bring me any warmth. It doesn't bring me any joy. Okay, God, you can have it. And boom. God gives you this big, gorgeous, fluffy, life-size, brand new, sparkly bear that you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I could get a bear this nice. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. What did I do to deserve this? Oh, praise God. But God doesn't tell you that. God just wants you to trust and have faith and let the old ratty teddy bear go so then you can be slammed with some blessings. So Divine Masculine, you're not going to be shown exactly how it's going to go either. They're encouraging you to just release any expectations that they're going to give you anything and just follow the course, follow the path. So, I hope that helps all of you. They are saying that although this does have a lot of twin flame messages in it, there are a lot of messages in here that are applicable for divine partnerships as well. So we're not going to make it specific for twin flames. Because for some of you. So for those of you that are not twin flames, say you're twin souls, or just say you found this amazing soulmate. For a small percentage of you, that person is going to be coming in and communicating what happened, which will finally have a closed chapter, but then that's going to free you up to find the love that you desire. They'll be bringing something even better in. But they're saying, don't freak out. I'm hearing some of you start to freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Because for those of you that you're fated to be together, you'll know. It's something that you can't avoid. I mean, you get hit with so many signs. You even get to the point that you're like, oh, for the love of Pete. Like my twin, his last name, it's constantly popped up nonstop all the time. That these things happen to us. And even when we're at the brink, like, I have another gentleman that I've been chatting with, and because we Divine Feminine have been encouraged to start moving forward in our life. And so we're doing that. So here I am, like most of you, just moving forward with my life. Life is amazingly well right now. I, like all of you ladies, I am this, things are going well. Things are going real well. Swimmingly well. Chatting, having conversations, going on some dates, having a good time. But they still keep blasting me with constant nonstop signs about my twin. They just don't let up. So for those of you that you are going to become back together, you know that. And you'll know how that plays out. So they're saying just trust your intuition. You know. So I do hope that helps all of you. I look forward to next week recording your astrological readings for the month of September. I cannot believe we're going to be heading into fall next month. I do hope this helps all of you. I look forward to hearing from you, and I wish you a lot of love, joy, and blessings.